Hi guys, today I have a interesting video. Actually, I don't know if it'll be interesting, but I just want to do it because I make videos that I make stuff that I want to make. Ow. I make videos about stuff that I want to talk about. Yeah. If you saw my January favorites video or buy this stuff video, I talked about journaling because I have been loving journaling a lot. I don't know why, I just decided instead of like lashing out on other people or making sad tweets or talking to my friends about it, why not just journal? And I'm not here to say that you shouldn't talk to anyone about anything and that you should just bottle all your thoughts up and emotions up and just write it down, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that some things are meant to be shared and some things aren't. And as girls, we have the natural instinct to, when something happens or we're thinking about something sad or something, just anything happens, we just want to tell people. We just want to tell all these people. And we shouldn't do that because that's just burdening other people with your problems. I don't like to talk to people about my problems. And people will be like, why? Like, you know, you need to vent. And if you ask my family or friends, I don't talk about my feelings a lot, which is kind of sad to say. I don't do it on purpose. I don't do it to try to shut people out. I just do it because I don't want to burden other people with my problems, and I don't want to have them thinking about my problems because everyone else has their own problems to worry about. So yeah, this is really good for me, and I just want to talk about it a little bit because I think it could be good for you too. And again, I'm not saying to not talk to anyone about anything, because you definitely should talk to your family and friends and close people in your life about things. But some things, if you just have random thoughts, it's really nice to just write it down and be able to look back on it later. So yeah, I've started journaling, and I'm going to redecorate the front because I don't really like how it looks, but I'm going to redecorate it. But this is just a blank page sketchbook. It has like 70 pages or something, but the pages are thick so you can like paint on them or use Sharpie or something, and it's just really nice. It's spiral, so you don't have to worry about, like, I don't know. But I started this and I was like, what the heck do I write about? Like, what the heck am I supposed to write poems because I can't write poems? Am I supposed to, I don't know. I just didn't know what to write about. So I was like, alright, this is my first page, and I decided, it's ugly, sorry, but I decided to write about New Year's resolution. That's the most original idea ever, you know? No, I just wrote about how the difference between resolutions and goals. I'm not going to tell you like everything that I wrote about, but yeah, that is just how I started it because it was the beginning of the new year, and I was like, why not? And then after I wrote that, I just, in school or at home or anywhere, I just like started thinking about these like things, and you don't realize how many like important like moral things you think of throughout the day until you actually have a journal. Because when you think about something and you just have like these thoughts on this like just anything, you want to write it down, and that is what I have found. That's why I like to bring my journal everywhere now. All I just wanted to say is you should keep a journal and just write whatever you're thinking. If you're thinking about how school lunch is gross, or how you are in depression or have anxiety, anything, you can talk about funny things. You know, I'm not telling you what to write about, but I just want to say that journaling is so great, and it's super fun too, because this one I'm like talking about music, and I just decorated it with music, and then like this one I talk about traveling, so I have a wanderlust. I don't know, it's just really fun. And I also like to draw in here, just little sketches, but you can just see, it's just, I don't know, it's really fun. And what I like to do is just write a little section and then decorate around it. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about, because once you put your thoughts on paper, it's completely different than talking to someone else about it, because you don't expect instant gratification. I guess you could say, because when you talk to a friend about your problem or you talk to someone, you want advice from them, but it's really good and it feels really nice to write something for you and talk about it with yourself, I guess, and you don't get advice from other people, but as you're writing, you start realizing things. And if you're religious, then like me, if you start praying and just praying about what you're writing about, it's so much better, I think, than trying to get advice from all these different people, because your friends might be great and they might give great advice, but you should be your own best friend, and you should be able to think for yourself and write or sing about or do anything for you. It's nice to write about what you're feeling and not expect someone to be like, do this. Like if I'm writing about, I don't know what I'm writing about. If I'm writing about whatever, studying, for example, I'm not waiting for someone to say, oh, you should do this, you should do this. All these different people saying, you should do this, do this, do this. It's, as I'm writing it, I'm thinking of these things, and I can think for myself more, and I don't know, it's just really great. Plus it's fun, you get to draw and stuff. So yeah, I just want to talk about that and start a journal, and you don't have to write in it every day, because I used to have a journal and like be like, okay, day 1, write. Day 2, write. And it was just like really boring. Like why would I want to write about what I had for lunch? Like no. So I wouldn't say like go that route unless your life is super interesting and you do something amazing every single day. But and also I would say get a blank thing, because you can put pictures in it. I'm gonna definitely like print out pictures of my friends and stuff and put it in there, so it's kind of like a scrapbook, and it's like an inspiration book. If you feel like writing something inspirational, add inspirational quotes and stuff, and you can just look back on that page and be like, wow, I was in such a good time in my life. And you know what's also awesome? I used to have like a journal on my phone, which isn't as great because you don't get to draw in color, but I could look back and you can see all these times where you're so upset and you were in like this horrible like position at that time, and you were so upset and mad and sad for whatever reason, and then you look back on it and you're like, what? That is not important. And it's really cool to like look back on your sad things. So if you're feeling sad or angry, write it down, because it's really nice to look back and be like, that seemed so big at the moment, that seemed like this crazy, you know, the crazy time in my life, like a midlife crisis, even though I'm only 15 years old. I hope I don't die at 30, but and then at the time it was something so crazy, and now it doesn't affect you at all. So that's really like inspirational, I think, because you know, everyone has it worse than you. But yeah, I just want to talk about that. So I encourage you to start a journal, or I don't know, yeah, start a journal. It's really fun. I think it's so fun. Yeah, if I'm bored, I just write in it in color and stuff. And if you're good at drawing, start like a drawing book, you know? I just really love it. So I just thought I should share my insight about that. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you later. Catch you on the flip side. Happy journaling.